interviews make your heart pound and your brain race, fear not, I've got your back. This is totally workable. You just need to learn how to be more confident in your job interviews. Hello friends, I'm AshleyStahl, career and self-discovery expert, keynote speaker, host of the U-Turn podcast, and author of the best-selling book also named U-Turn. Get unstuck, discover your direction, design your dream career. Let's be real here. Job interviews can be terrifying, even for the most experienced person. I mean, your job is your livelihood, and you're walking into a room of strangers who can feel like they have your future in their hands. And you never know what to expect. But when it comes to job interviews, confidence is incredibly important. In one survey, 40% of interviewers reported that the quality of a candidate's voice and their overall confidence was a reason for not taking their candidacy further. So what does the quality of someone's voice even mean? I can tell you now that quivering or shakiness in your words is probably not going to make them think you're confident and ready for the job. And really, can you blame them? Take a little walk in their shoes. Would you rather hire the one who walks in timidly with their shoulders hunched over, their hands shaking? Or would you rather hire the one who walks in proud and tall, looks you in the eye, and gives you a firm handshake? I think the answer is pretty clear. Let me explain 6 ways to boost your confidence. Number 1, don't forget to breathe. Don't cut yourself off from your own breath, your life force. Your body responds to anxiety, which is only natural. It's a complete physiological response, and it happens to the best of us. Except for me, of course. No, I'm just kidding. I'm human, so my body displays nervousness too. You'll see me backstage before a huge keynote somewhere between hyperventilating and meditating to calm my own breathing. We all get the racing heart, the sweaty hands, and the racing thoughts. Your body pretty much freezes up, and it's hard to do anything, let alone interview for a job. But you have one effective solution, and it's your breath. Breathing is a way of anchoring yourself into the present and calming your body. If you're starting to feel the fear creep in before the interview, just shift your attention to your breath. Pay attention to it and notice what it feels like to inhale and exhale. Notice the pauses between deep breaths. Take deep breaths in and out. Focusing on your breath really reactivates your prefrontal cortex, which is the part of your brain responsible for thinking, expressing, personality, and making decisions, which is 3 of the most important tools for a job interview. Number 2, check in with your thoughts. As the interview approaches, ask yourself, what thoughts are going through your head about it, about you, and about your life? Most likely you're not even noticing them. Most of us don't. They just come and go as thoughts without our awareness. Knowing what you're believing about yourself or the interview is key. Are your thoughts and beliefs positive or negative? Are you speaking kindly to yourself? If not, it's time to get curious about where those unkind thoughts came from, when they began in your life, so that you can get on the path towards reworking them and reframing them. I'll never get the job because they'll know I'm faking it. I'm not capable. Stop creating these stories in your head that aren't true. It's so important to recognize when your mind is creating stories and overthinking, and to recognize them as works of fiction. You may be a better storyteller than you think, but use this for powers of good, not for tearing yourself apart. Remind yourself that you're worthy because you are. You're just born that way. Of course you deserve to be at this interview, and it means that they think you're qualified for the job if you're there. If not, they wouldn't have invited you. You're being seriously considered. Number 3, power pose. Have you ever heard of power posing? Well, it pretty much explains itself. It means changing your body positions to influence others and your own psyche to see you through a more confident lens. This means arms by your side and not crossed, making your body take up more space instead of appearing small, focusing on your posture with your back straight, your shoulders back, and your chest and chin raised. Not only does this convey confidence to the interviewer, but to yourself. Research has shown that your power posing affects your brain's testosterone and cortisol levels and literally makes you feel more confident. With power poses altering your body chemistry so much, may as well indulge, you know? Number 4, dress the part. Choosing the right outfit for your interview can make a world of difference. First, research the company's dress code and see how you should dress for the interview. And remember, it's always better to overdress than to underdress. According to science, interviewers report that they reach their decision about most applicants within the first 4 minutes of meeting them. So it's vital to make a good first impression. That means dressing well, and of course, dressing the part puts you in a different mindset than if you were dressed in, let's say, your pajamas, which I love. When you dress your best, it brings out the best in your interview performance. That's why I even suggest dressing up for phone interviews. It creates an air of confidence for every party involved. If you're unsure what the dress code should be, go on social media and look at the company and the photos of people at the company to get a sense of what the culture and dress vibe is for them. Number 5, do your research and practice. You know what they say, practice makes perfect. If you go into an interview prepared, naturally, you're going to feel more confident. Do your research on the company and notice their company culture, their mission statement, key staff members, programs, and anything else you may need to know. Then, take a look at the job description. Write down the skills, experience, and knowledge you need to know. And think of examples from your past in jobs of how you've demonstrated those relevant skills they're requesting so that you're ready for any question that comes up. Lastly, look up and rehearse some potential interview questions with a friend or in front of the mirror. And number 6, be present. One of the most important things to remember is to stay focused, present, connected, and completely engaged with the interviewer and what he or she is saying. Don't think about anything that's happening before or that may happen after the interview. Just focus on the now. Really listen to the interviewer instead of thinking about what to say next. Try to enjoy the process. One tip I like to tell my students is to remember that what you're calling nerves is just energy running through your body. Consider reframing and renaming your nervousness energy into excitement, as this sometimes helps us anchor into the moment. Make eye contact, avoid fidgeting, and smile. Ask the interviewer questions and be fully engaged. Staying in the moment makes a world of difference in displaying and feeling confidence. So if you have an interview coming up and you're scared, take these tips and run with them. The world is yours for your taking. Good luck.